You're still live on Midday on TV3. The Private Enterprise Federation says local industries will suffer most if government goes ahead to sign the economic partnership agreement. And being joined in the studio by the CEO of the Federation, Nana Osei-Bonsu. You're welcome to Midday.
Good afternoon, sir.
You seem to be worried about this whole idea of government signing the EPA. How worrisome and difficult is it going to be for your federation if it goes ahead to do that?
Well, I mean, we're worried because we haven't seen the document itself. And before you go on to study and take a position, you got to be informed on the tenets of the proposal from the other side. We are not against signing the EPA. What we are concerned is that let's get a consensus position of Ghana as a sovereign nation, and then we can escalate that to the ECOWAS level to bargain as a group. There's strength in unity. So if Ghana is part of the ECOWAS to negotiate, that's fine. But what's Ghana's position? Have we consulted adequately with the private sector to get the analytical information across to them that it will impact on private sector at X, it will impact on private sector at Y, and the benefit as to what it is. So there might be validity in turning the trade agreement into a development agreement to assist us in some of the post-harvest losses and areas where we have deficiencies in meeting market conditions. But bring the document to the public domain. Let's look at it, form a consensus of position, and then the government of Ghana can lead, because the beneficiaries or the victims of EPA is the private sector.
Right. Nana, does it mean that the PEF have been in darkness when it comes to signing of this EPA?
Absolute darkness, because I have not seen a document on EPA. We've been asking for it since November, and we haven't seen the document. I'm just coming from a meeting at the State House where there's discussion between civil society and government. Now, disregarding private sector. One of our members, AGI, had indicated they're against it. This PEF is made up of 11 institutions. One is AGI. The other 10 also have their own position. So if we were to get the documents as to the tenets of the proposal, then we can adequately explore, analyze it, and form a consensus position that this is what is going to happen on the private sector.
But have you found out from government why it is not dialoguing with you to find lasting solutions to this before really engaging to sign this document?
This is the mystery, because this has been in the works for 7 years, and there have been, periodic dialogue with various individuals, various groupings, and all. But as the Apex Business Council, I think we cut across all sectors. It will be prudent to engage us in a discussion so our members can be well informed. As I said, there must be some good things when you sign the EPA. I consider that when we go to the table with our own firm positions, we can make demands on things that can enhance the manufacturing sector, enhance the industrial sector, enhance agricultural value chains. We can do that, but bring the bacon to the table so we can all work together, come to a consensus position. We cannot abdicate or compromise the sovereign interests of Ghana for the benefit of a united front of ECOWAS. ECOWAS is made up of nations, and the nations have populations who will be impacted on that. So we do not just say that it's at the level of the heads of states and they have formed a four-man committee to assist them, so they go ahead and negotiate. What is the impact on private sector? What is the benefit for private sector? So we are looking at an open condition, consensus building between now and October, when we have to sign.
Right.
Fine. Between now, if it's never too late, we can come, give us the proposals, allow us to explore with technical expertise, and then come. We may be supporting government or leading government more than even the government itself, but open the books for us. As I said, we have not been that well informed to form a consensus opinion. So if we're talking about how it's going to affect imports, how it's going to affect exports, I have a document here I picked up at the International Conference Center that is coming from EU. I'm not against it, and I think majority of our members are not against it, but they want to be well informed. They want to see how it's going to impact on the sectors of their industry, how they're going to inform or improve and enhance what they do. There might be some ideas that we can bring to the table to assist government to demand that the 25% out that we're going to segregate or segment on the side that they cannot invade, let's move it to 40%. Let's escalate it from 40 to 60 to whatever within a 25, 30 year,
right. So when
timelines.
When next do you propose to engage government on this, have a roundtable discussion, and then look at the details of this whole thing, how it's going to impact on your members and other groups that are involved in private sector?
We have written. There was a response. There was actually a scheduled meeting for last Friday on the Presidential Advisory Council or Presidential Advisory Board of the Private Sector Development Strategy.
Right.
We had intended to bring this across. Unfortunately, the meeting was not held. So we are waiting for government to give us the green light that the discussions will occur at such and such a time, at such a location. Because we have a position. The position is private sector businesses, local private sector businesses will be impacted left or right, positive or negatively. So we have to have a position and we have to be considered. Our interest has to be considered.
Right. Nana Osei Bunsu, thank you very much for your time, and we hope that you will have a fruitful discussion with the government with respect to the signing of the EPA.
We hope so. Thank you very much for having me.